Okay, I'm here. That was a good game. I wanted to finish it. Hi, Ghost Bear. How is it going your way? I upgraded my harvester. I found the one that can hold the most. Hi, Michael. How's it going? Oh, you got a new job. Congrats. You'll have to tell me about it either here or privately. I know you've been trying to hunt for a better job for a while. I don't know why I closed that. There we go. I also got a new trailer. I went with a hopper instead of a tipper, so that should fix the problem there. Really, Michael? That's pretty chilly for you. I really don't know what the temperature was today. I've been kind of a hermit this week. I haven't really been outside. It's been too rainy looking. So this new trailer has a lizard. It's pretty cool. So the previous harvester held how much? 16,200 liters. This one holds... was it 22,900? I think so. I'm assuming that's you, Ghost Bear, that messaged me. Sadly, if I open it, it's gonna go to the screen instead of the other screen. If you're okay with me waiting till later, I can wait till later. I don't know how to put it on the other screen. I'll go okay. I'll get back to you after the stream. I think it might be full. No, not full quite yet. On the trailer. Getting there though. So I'm working on... well, let's just do it this way. This corn contract. Yeah. I have to deliver it right there. I like these contracts are like right nearby. There's another one here to do that delivers there. I'm trying to pay off my loan a little bit before midnight. I thought about sleeping through the night, but I'm not going to. Or through the day to the next night, whatever. I spent a lot of yesterday evening and a lot of this morning trying to figure out this game because I thought I screwed it up majorly. charging me way too much money for all the productions I did. It turned out it was the automatic water mod was charging so much money. So I got rid of that. I went... I'm not sure if I go away from it. Where that place is. Like, follow this till I find my property. There we go. This is a water tank that holds like 500,000 liters. So I had to fill it up. It wasn't too bad. And then that will distribute the water for free to all my trees and greenhouses instead of paying for it. I was paying... Well, I was supposed to pay like $400 for productions. I ended up paying just shy of $4,000. So that is a huge increase of how much money. And then some days I fast forwarded the game to try to figure it out, and I was paying $10,000. I was like, okay, what's going on here? My production should not be that expensive. I might go get tomorrow off instead of Saturday, basically. I think a lot of places are actually trying to do that. Juan has quite the story about how he had to wait over a full day for a permit to go to Washington because Washington's website got hacked basically, and you couldn't get a permit for his oversized load to go down there. So he was stuck in the lower mainland waiting until they found a way to get a permit. The website's still down, but they found workarounds for everybody to do things. Get handwritten permits and all that. As I'm sure he would still be sitting there waiting. They basically took down like all the cameras and all that stuff for traffic and stuff, and included the permits. We're 50% full. I'm just gonna bring the truck up here. I think I already acknowledged that, Michael. Well, 93% full. So this isn't gonna take long. So what are you going to do with your day off? Nothing. Oh, well, that sounds kind of boring. You should do something. But maybe you just need a day to relax too. No way all that's gonna fit in there. Okay. I had a bit of a headache going on today, so I'm not as talkative, but still here. I have to go into the main road, it looks like. Oh well. Okay, I know better. Let's deliver inside here this time. No? Is there no delivery spot in here? What the heck? Okay. I'll be mad if I deliver it there and I get in trouble for it. Oh. I see you've been playing ETS still, Ghost Bear. Let's see if this works. Okay, this works. Oh, ETS2. That was close. How do I select the next one? There we go. I found this mod that lets me look at contracts a little bit closer. And I can actually see how much more. Oh, this one doesn't tell you now that you started it. How much you have to deliver, how much you would have to keep for yourself that you don't have to deliver, the price, all that. Kinda nice. Oh, that's cultivating, so get rid of the other harvesting one. I was gonna do 2 harvesting ones, I guess we're only doing this one. So on Tuesday, the new DLC comes out for the game. A new one came out today for basically firefighting missions on the farm. It's free. It was like hay bales going up in fire and all this stuff, and you can have fire trucks to go put it out and all that. Not really my thing, but maybe Juan will do it, I'm not sure. See, when he was a firefighter, he was doing that kind of stuff in Manitoba, so maybe he'll be more interested in that. I think this is pretty much what the stream will be. It's just chomping down some corn. One thing I wanted for this map was just something easy, lazy, relaxing that I can do on my Steam Deck when I play on the road. Speaking of which, if everything goes well, I won't be here next week. I'll be on the road. But I don't know yet. I still have a package that was supposed to be delivered today and wasn't. So, if that gets delivered tomorrow, then it'll be all good. I did get my birthday gift today, but I can't open it till my birthday, so it's just gonna sit there. I like doing that so then you see how tall the corn is. I figured chat wouldn't be very active today because I'm a little bit late to the stream. Tab over here. There. I had to move OBS up so I can see how long I've been streaming a little bit more easily. So this is the widest horn header I could find. There's a mod for a wider one, but I looked it up online. It doesn't seem realistic, so I don't want to use it. So harvesting corn and sunflower will just always be painful. Thankfully I don't have to do it too often. I only need corn once in a while for the pigs. And I have like a zillion of it saved up already. Yeah, 120,000 liters for the pigs already. But I don't sell it. I'm actually kind of starving the pigs right now. I'm not giving them everything they need. They don't have it. So I saw Iron Thunder is working on a new update for Gnantel. The map he made for Juan. There's like 4 new crops coming, plus custom weather and soil map. So that's kinda exciting. I would play that map if it wasn't such a huge map. I mean, this is a huge map too, but Non-intelligence seems even more. I think it's about a row and a half I can do before it's filled. The old combine I can only do a row. That's why I upgraded to a different one. It's too painful in the big field trying to do it with a smaller one. Oh, you weren't at home? Well, glad you're home safe then. Especially with it being dark nowadays so much earlier. Oh, your dad got a new truck. Does he get new trucks often, or is it somebody else that got a new truck last time? Was it you that got a truck last time? Can't remember. We finally have our pickup fixed. I don't know if I mentioned that at all. Thankfully it wasn't too expensive. Okay, it was you that got a truck last time. I don't quite remember. I don't know if I would want to buy a new vehicle. How expensive they are nowadays. Ever since the pandemic, they're so expensive. We have 3 trucks in the family now. It seems like quite a bit, but I guess. Unless not including the car that your brother has, right? I guess more important, how do you have room to park all that where you live? 'Cause I know where I live, we don't have room to park all those vehicles. You get 1 parking spot without having to pay for more, and that's generous. Okay. Your brother has a truck, you have one, and then your dad has one. It's just no better. It's 28%, but just empty it. It's a lot easier. So are you guys pretty brand loyal to what company you get for a truck? Or does it not matter for you guys? Now, where do you park all these vehicles? You just have an abundance of parking where you live? Because it seems like you need it. Okay, it doesn't matter for which type of truck. I definitely know some people are very brand loyal. It's kind of like in this game though too. I'm not really brand loyal. I just buy whatever I want in this game. Certain people have to have all green or all red. Oh, so your apartments have a lot of parking. Wow. Not here. We have one spot and we're lucky to have one spot. It's always a concern when we come back from vacation that our spot is gone. It's one of those places where you don't have enough spots for everybody. We're all assigned a spot, but it doesn't stop other people from just taking them. I think there's only 40 parking spots for 44 units, which, you know, isn't much if there's 2 working adults that need 2 different vehicles for each unit. I won. Oh, I'm on your Bluetooth. Oh, I'm special. So all I'm gonna do is yawn. It came up on my Facebook memories today that it was snowing this time last year here in town. I guess it hasn't snowed here yet. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh boy. Yeah, one can talk about that too. Riding people's blind spots today is just a thing. I don't know why people will never learn. Trees are red now. Won't be long. I get kind of sad when all the leaves fall off. Trees are so bare for a while. What percentage are we done with this contract? Doesn't. Okay, field progress 47, deliveries 30. It's almost halfway done. Ah, yeah, so you noticed until you're done, I have to go over. When it becomes handy to have multiple people in the vehicle that can see like that. Imagine a blind spot in a semi truck. It's pretty huge. Probably around that. I've never measured, but probably around that. And there's actually multiple spots, right? Driver's, passenger, and in front of the hood as well. Forgot where I was parked in comparison to the harvester. There we go. I don't know exactly about those numbers. I don't know. There's a lot of variables to that answer, I guess. Yep. I hear you on that one. I've had this talk with James before where we're talking about how drivers are actually getting worse. They're not just us getting older thinking people are getting worse driving. No, people are actually getting worse at driving. Might risk it. Not emptying it at the end of this row here. We'll see. I'm so glad I fixed my map. I was worried I would have to restart or play a different map. I figured it out. I'm gonna risk it. Let's go down a different row and see if it gets filled up or not. I think I can make it barely. Show you. I'm like trying to get here without going into the messages. Yeah, it's a firefighting emergency pack for farming sim. Fight fires, rescue people and cats. I don't know how to feel about this. It's like it should be his own simulator. I'm confused about it. Like I would get like the hay bales or whatever, but car crashes and rescuing the cat, I don't know. That's actually quite common here for when there's a holiday on the weekend, either the Friday or the Monday. Everything will be shut down to observe it instead. I don't know what's out closed tomorrow, but I don't have plans to do much tomorrow, so. And I have to go across the street, but I already know the hours for where I have to go. Say I like the new combine. I'm glad I invested in it. I think I'm at $185,000 in loan right now. Managed to pay some of it off. $75%. Yeah, we should be able to finish this road, no problem. Still on the chilly side for you. Be a little bit warmer, but still chilly for you. I know the forecast for us is going to be mild compared to what it's going to be for some parts of BC. Well, there's another system of snow and crazy winds moving in for some of them. Let's look at the forecast. Fahrenheit. It's gonna be 32 tonight, so it'll be freezing tonight. Yeah, mainly upper 40s. It'll be 30 at night on Saturday. Yeah, they're talking about the weather. 50 plus centimeters of snow and gusty winds batter BC. It was made very windy up that way. Wonder if they're gonna cancel the ferries. How windy it's gonna get. Yeah, ferry delays. I'm like, I'm expecting everything's to be closed with how windy it's gonna get. They're talking about 78-kilometer-hour wind gusts over here. 100-kilometer wind gusts up there. Holy crap, yeah. Oh, well. Guess we have to restart that video we started. I missed the northern lights all the night. I'm really mad. People saw them. They're really beautiful. Heavy rain and snowfall with high winds over there. Yeah. Love the island. Tell you, Ghost Bear, I love it. I don't know how you guys can live there with that much rain. It's France. Alberta. Some parts of Alberta too is pretty. Let's see if I can show you. It's kind of hard to get to it. Trying to scroll down, come on. I don't think people share that much stuff. There is the northern lights from here. A couple days ago. They're really pretty, apparently. But yeah, we're not gonna get too much rain and stuff compared to the coast, but yeah, I'll just stay here. Yeah, isn't it? It's beautiful. We've seen them like that here. I think we went out twice. It's not hard to see them here when they are out and very vibrant. It's just a matter of fact that we go to bed before they usually are out and about and active. I really would like to go farther north where they're even more vibrant. It varies, but usually want to say from anywhere from like 11 p.m. to 2, 3 a.m. maybe. I think it just depends on what time. Let's see if I can find. I watched this Northern Lights forecast on Facebook here. And they basically have. Oh, here's an old one. They have a forecast you can watch. It basically shows you if you have a high chance or not to see them. And if you watch the website, you should try the website. So it tells you like in 13 minutes be quiet. Here it tells you where you need to be when they forecast that number. So like 1.6, like for us we're like a 5, right? So when this number says like 5, I know I can usually see it, right? This usually is animated if I go to the right website. So you can see they're more up north right now. Better than snow. I guess, Ghost Bear. You don't have to shovel the rain, I guess. You have a valid point there, Ghost Bear. Get your rain gear all set up. It's kind of a better deal in a way. I forget where we were. Maybe we were on the island. I think we were on the island last time. And a lady had like a waterproof backpack, like to go to work. And it's just like, yep, that's probably your normal backpack. You just invested in, hey, it's always rainy. I'm gonna have a waterproof backpack. Like, why not, right? You are, Michael, but see, you go on a little trip sometimes and you can go see them. It's usually this time of year that you want to go and see them. I need like Jeopardy music while we wait for this to unload. Oh, trailer's full. Trying to find where to cut through the trees over here. Maybe I'll just go up to the plant over here. The mill. It's easier that way. It's confusing me that this one doesn't have the inside like the other ones do. Oh, I didn't switch it to the front. Oh well. Let's empty the back one first. Hi, Linda. Pretty awesome that you've been able to train a little bit more lately. I know it's probably super early for you. And that's all good. Popping and saying hi is all good. I probably won't stream for too much longer anyways. It's 2:40. So Michael's right. It's afternoon. I got a headache, but doing alright. I think it's a sinus headache from my jaws and my eyes and stuff kinda all hurt, so it's all sinus. That's okay. I'll just do some actual nasal rinsing and it should clear out. Hey Garam, bingo us over. Oh, you're at bingo. Yeah, when at bingo, I got ya. It's been a long time since I played bingo. Or any variation of bingo. I think there's a place in town to play it, but I think all the retired people go there. Oh, they do it on YouTube for charity. That's pretty cool. It makes it feel much more welcoming when it's on YouTube for some reason, where you don't have to be at a hall with everybody. Yeah, it's the oldest game for you as well, Linda. There. It's a shame, but bingo is a lot of fun. I remember the last time. See, this is funny. But The last time we were in Texas, we went with James and his wife, and we went out to eat. We thought this bar and grill would be a good place to go. It ended up being the worst idea in the world. It was really loud because it was karaoke night and they were doing bingo with music. They tried talking us into it, but we just wanted out of there. But last time I had any memory of being around bingo was Texas restaurant bar and grill that we were at. Ah, lawn bowling. That's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing that. Like lawn bowling and disc golf are pretty popular here. Oh, I don't remember, Michael. I want to empty this. This is 50% full. I'm not going to make it down another row. I can't remember, Michael. I'm trying to think. It probably was like a Thursday. Where did I park? Down here, I guess. I want to say it was a Thursday, Michael. I don't know if you saw my message, Kieran. I figured out my issue with the mods. So, I saved the map. And I don't know if Juan can read the chat. He's driving. He's just listening to me on Bluetooth. Let Linda and Kieran both say hi, Juan. Oh, so you guys made famous at the casino while you were there? Oh no, saving the map didn't fix it. What I did saved me from having to redo the map or start over again. Basically, I was worried that I messed it up and that I wouldn't be able to fix some mods even if I removed them. It would leave such a gap in where I placed them and everything. I was like, that would have screwed me over. So I saved my file in the sense of not having to do it all over again. Well, that makes sense, Michael. They're famous, you want security. There's oh, I don't keep up on the popular artists. Ice Cube, whoever that is coming to Penticton. It's a big deal, apparently. I could care less. But it's a big deal, apparently. Apparently, like, Taylor Swift is coming to Vancouver or something. But it costs $1 zillion to go see her. I went to concerts growing up. A lot of them were free concerts. And that's a lot of fun. But I don't know if I would enjoy it. I think it would be too loud for me and too busy, too crowded. If I went to like a magic show or a comedy show, I probably would do. I remember you saying that, Michael. Which I find really, really interesting. Oh, you have a nice little cafe over there? I like going to little hidden treasures like that, little cafes and stuff. Yeah, I'm not a Swifty either. I think that's what they call you. Swifty, if you like her. I don't find her music bad, but I'm not really into. I'm not really into famous people in general. Like, I really whoop de doo about them. I think there's no place I can legally gamble. How's that, Kiram? I don't follow him too much, Linda. Like, I kind of like the same I treat everybody else. Like, I know they're there, but I don't follow famous people's lives. I just treat them like regular people. If that makes sense. If I see like an article that one of them passed away or did something stupid, I might mention it. But I definitely don't go out of my way to read popular famous people's lives and gossip and drama and magazines and all that, and I don't keep track of who's in what movie and TV show and all that. I just don't follow it. I find better things to do. Oh, I don't like the gossip. No, thank you. I'm not familiar with that singer. Garam, I'll have to try to remember that. I know the one person I want to sing or see in concert. I don't think he's allowed in Canada. Been following his tour dates the last few years, and he does a lot of North American ones, or I should say U.S. ones, but he doesn't do Canadian ones. I think he has a record or something that keeps him from crossing the border. I don't think that's a high enough fine, Michael. If you're gambling, $900 probably isn't much at all for you. I mean, it depends how good you are at it, but I know for some people that's nothing. I'm not saying you should do it if it's illegal, I'm just saying I don't think it's high enough fine. If you can afford to have extra money to gamble, you can afford to probably pay the fine. I'm gonna have to Google this so I can look it up later. Oh, I think I can do that. Ah, Australian. Did you say that, Kiram, knowing that Linda was from Australia? I'll look those up afterwards. I always find it fun to look up different singers, but I'll never remember where they were, where they came from, or really who they are. Yeah, Linda's Australian. We actually have this little prism sun catcher that she sent us hanging up in our living room. I still watch it. When the sun comes, it sends a little prism rainbows throughout the whole apartment. It's kind of cool. Let's see. You mentioned this Jason guy. I'll look him up afterwards too. I'll just definitely listen to it, Karen. Thanks for mentioning that, because that's pretty inspiring to read. Oh, it's actually a misdemeanor as well. So now you have to Google and see how many people have actually been caught and sentenced. I forget the technical name for it, but I know there's like old-fashioned dumb laws that each state have, and they're fun to read about too. Things that were like from the 20s, and that are still technically a law that you can't do. I always find it funny to look those up. Oh yeah, Linda. They vary quite a bit. Some of them are night and day difference when you cross the state line. Yeah, things like that, Linda. Yeah, those kind of really old laws like that. They can keep me entertained for a while reading about them. I usually get a good laugh out of it. I actually can't get in over here. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely more harsh than what you thought, Michael, for sure. Oh, I have to look that one up. Oh, that looks kind of pretty. Looks like it's really popular. Yeah, it looks like hard to find a spot. Depends on the time of year, time of day you go. That'd be really cool to visit Sydney someday. I know my cousins went over there. They have relatives in Australia. I don't remember exactly where. But they went and spent like a year over there exploring everywhere. I could actually probably look up. I've met them, I just don't know where they actually live in Australia. So they would come over once in a while. She's a private Facebook. I can't tell for that one. I don't know. If I find out, I'll let you know. Because you might find it interesting where they're actually from. The sand was really pretty, yeah. How hot of a temperature does Linda have? Oh, you're out to convert that, Michael. See, you just need to learn Celsius, Michael. We're like the only country that doesn't use it. It's very beneficial coming from me to know both. I really enjoy knowing both. I'm more comfortable with Celsius nowadays. That's not too bad for September and October for you guys. It's kind of the temperature that Michael still gets in Texas. I see the local ski resort here has their snow machines up and going. Most of them do by now. Getting ready to open. A lot of them open end of November, beginning of December. I think one of them's already open. We're actually getting down to the freezing point tonight in town, so it's getting colder and colder. Sounds good, Linda. Thanks for joining. Contract is 76% completed. I was hoping to finish this in the live stream. We'll see. It's taking quite a bit. Let me see, Michael. That. So the 23rd. 23rd. Like, it's actually a good day to actually think about streaming because everybody will be home in the US. We are on vacation that day, or that week. I'll have to try to remember that. Yeah, we have Remembrance Day and they have Veterans Day. Same thing, different name. Oh, well, I mean, Kiram does, but a different Thanksgiving. I have been guilty of celebrating both. I don't usually let my American side of me come out, but I love Thanksgiving. So, like, this year we didn't get to do a Canadian Thanksgiving. So, seeing we're on vacation for US Thanksgiving, I probably will celebrate it by making food. Seeing all my family is still in the US, I do tend to still focus on US holidays a little bit more and making sure I talk to them on holidays and all that for sure. I make the easiest dish, a casserole, for basically Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. I make the same dish. And it has everything in it. It's amazing. One dish. One pot to clean. Okay, there's a few like mixing bowls, but really, I don't have to spend the whole day cleaning up all these dishes. It's wonderful. I agree there. I agree. The US is just late. I think I also tend to like US Thanksgiving because I was born on the US Thanksgiving. I know it rotates, but just hang on. So every few years my birthday would be on Thanksgiving, so it was extra special for me. So I would be off school, and I would have a feast for my birthday. With a, parade and everything. And the football game. I'm not a huge football fan, but Thanksgiving football day, always watch it. The Canadian Thanksgiving makes more sense though. When it is actually around harvest time. It actually makes more sense. Make a note here to try to remember. Depends on what we're doing that week for vacation, but streaming on Thanksgiving for you might be a possibility. I'm not sure, Karen. I would have to look all that up. I know Michael's saying otherwise, but I'm kind of curious. Looking it up here. Is the Canadian Thanksgiving actually predated the US one by 43 years? Let's see. Who had the first? So, according to this, Canadians had the first one. So they're saying 1578. Back in that was Newfoundland. But then they didn't do it to 1872 after that, apparently. In 1957, it was an official holiday. Hi, Joey. Unless you're lying tonight, Garum, isn't it? Awesome, Joey. Appreciate it. I'm a big fan of saying thank you for things. It's just must be the Canadian thing to do. Say thank you and say sorry. I went grocery shopping this weekend and how friendly everybody was. They were in my way and they all said sorry, apologized. So nice about it. I don't know what that is, Juan. Probably an emoji that I don't have. I like it as a little square. I feel like we spend a lot of our streams debunking everything that you say, Michael. Yeah, we have 3 different channels. You can find them in the description of the trucking channel. I don't have them on here. Juan has them, I think, on his streams on the weekend and here. We have this channel, the trucking channel, and then Sleep with the Trucker. If you like travel type of videos, the trucking channel is pretty nice. False, Michael. I cannot use Canadian money in the US. And only some places in Canada will take US money. Not every place does, only some. But no, I have gone down to the US and they have gone through my change and taken out the Canadian money and given it back. But for goodness sake, you guys can just keep your pennies, though. Don't want anything to do with your pennies anymore. Nope. A loony and a toonie. And to be fair, the USS is Sacagawea, which is a $1 coin. So they do have a loony, but not a loony. Once I finish this contract, this field, I'll call it a stream. It's a little ways to go still. It's only because the Canadian value of the currency is lower than the US dollar bill. That's really all it is. Yeah, I love that too, Garam. It's like, oh, our money, it goes through everything and it's still there. Oh no, get a US penny the other night. Did he want the US penny or was it some kind of joke or? I'd be like, no, we're round up or round down here. We don't want your penny. If I buy stuff on the road when I'm trucking with Juan and I get pennies, I leave them at the counter. Some places have that penny dish or jar. But some places don't, and they get kind of that look on their face like, why are you just dropping your change here? But I'm like, nope. The only thing I want to keep is the quarters. That's all I'm doing. Laundering the bills. Well, you gotta do that. You gotta keep it clean. Ah, Shania Twain's concert. That's sweet. I heard she was on tour, and it kind of surprised me because it's one of those people where I'm like, oh, you still sing. Like, I forgot. Like, you were popular years ago for me. Like I say, I don't follow famous people, so they come and they go, and I'm like, oh, you're still around. I forgot about you. Yeah, I remember you saying that you set up the concerts, which is kind of cool. A lot of interesting things probably to tell about concerts. I was talking about how the one person I want to see in concert, I don't think he can come to Canada. He's never done Canadian concerts. And he doesn't seem to tour much in the Pacific Northwest states at all. So it would be hard to ever go see him. Well, 14 years of doing that. It's quite a long time. But the things you've heard and seen is probably quite a bit. Yeah, Michael, time for bed for you. I mean, you don't work tomorrow, so I guess you can stay up late. Once I finish this contract here, I'm going to end the stream. No, no, I can't end the stream. I think I will anyways. You're just falling over. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's probably still gonna be like 5 minutes or more. Or I can just leave the stream running and you guys can just chat. Would that be enough for you one? Juan has quit the story. He, I think he's, I don't know how much I want to say. He has a permit now. He was without a permit and kind of doing nothing until he got a permit. He was stuck in the lower mainland for, I don't know, a day and a half? I don't know how you want to count it. Because Washington's website got easily hacked and he couldn't buy the permit he needed. And Portland, well, like most of the bigger cities in the US, is kind of scary nowadays to be in. I'm always sad when we go to the Portland area because I have a sibling that lives in that area and we can never stop and see him. Sometimes we drive like right past and I'm like, ah, if only we had time. I just have to deliver over here, so we have to go around this row of corn here. So Karen, what do you think of the new DLC that came out today, the free one? Oh, do you see him on top of the list again, Joey? They kind of reappeared on the top of the list for me as well. They said something about how they were updating part of the game today to get it ready for the big DLC next or this Tuesday. So I think they had to update some of the DLCs. Hey Jeff. A little late to the show as always. What is it called? I'm trying to show it without showing the message on my chat. Yeah, free emergency pack. So you respond to fires, rescue people in car crashes, and cats up trees. So I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I can see the hay bales, but this isn't fire truck simulator. Car crashes and cats up trees. I get mixed feelings when it goes from one simulator to the other simulator. Same Jeff. Juan just parked as well. And you get a fireman suit that you can wear now. But down here, they talk about where they were doing something for some of the DLCs, getting the game ready, basically. But I also see from modding that there's a new Giants editor and some other stuff that are down here as well. Yeah, I get, like, when you watch, like, local farms and stuff on YouTube, that they have actual fires, right? But the whole having it run car crashes and cats up trees and stuff, I don't know what I think about that. I'll have to keep that in mind next time, Kieran. Right one is farming sim, not firefighter sim. That's exactly my point. I saw that Iron Thunder is updating Gondantal with a custom weather and soil map and more crops. I didn't know what you mean by that, Michael. There. Oh. I gotcha. I missed that comment from Juan. Yeah, he told me already. Okay. Yeah, Straw Harvest DLC would have been probably a lot better. Let's pretend to be firefighters. Oh, not the moose bumper. That was your day to sit around now, Jeff? First Juan's turn and now your turn, huh? Um, like kind of like the forestry. Like I was against that at first, but I can see how you can turn it into a farming ranch lifestyle kind of game. So construction in certain parts, but firefighting just it throws me off. If they were just stuck with the hay bales or like farm buildings or silos or something, then it would have been a different story for me. Oh, gotcha. You're talking about one sitting per day, not you. 96% done, and I'm not even done harvesting, so I'm gonna have a lot of corn left over. Well, that's interesting, Jeff. Just gonna do this end here. Well, I like what you told her, Juan. I don't want to spoil it unless you want to say it. But I love what you said about her mirror. It was hilarious when you told me. I'll have to come back and get that little bit. Oh well. Okay, so they reharvest them every 30 years. It's quite a long time to wait. This was down in the US. So the logic still applies there, Giram, don't worry. You ever been in the Seattle type of traffic? Yeah. Nice family tree farm. That's pretty cool. I can't help it. It's just funny how you said that. Oh, Seattle is special, though. It really is. I think you forgot the part where you were like on the horn for like 3 seconds honking and she still didn't stop. Still turned into you. Not Tacoma. I just call it Tacoma, Seattle. Pretty much. Well, she saw him though, Michael. The problem is a lot of drivers on the road with small vehicles believe that the semi can always move over. The semi has to be the one to let you merge. So the semi is a big vehicle. They have to let you in. I don't know how many times I tell Juan this where you're driving and people have to merge, and they think the other lane next to the left is empty, and they expect you to always be able to go into it. And it's like, no, sometimes there's people in that lane. But it's really surprising how many people honestly just think a semi should be moving over for you. I'll let Juan answer that, Karen, but it says she was on the phone with her daddy. Should have called her dad. So she's at least that one type. But she ended up, like Juan said, not wanting to exchange information. At first she wanted to, and then she was like, nope, I'm okay. I don't think she had insurance, really, because once Juan started pushing for info, she suddenly didn't want to give out her info. She wanted Juan and Zucco to pay for it, but when it came to wanting to give her info, she didn't want to do that. It's usually a reason. And it's illegal, but people still do it. Yeah. It's like bumper to bumper. The other lane is full of traffic. You can't go anywhere. It is amazing how many people think that one lane should always be free. It's like, nope. And to mention, in parts of Washington, you cannot be in the left lane as a semi in certain parts of the city. It's against the law for semis to be in the left lane here and there. I don't think I'm going to be able to put all this in this without emptying it. Be close. Yeah, I would say that happens even if they're not driving. I would say common sense isn't so common nowadays. I'm gonna be that close to getting this all into it. Not close. Oh, corrections officers, I feel bad for them. Like, you have to be so secretive about your last name and stuff usually. Otherwise, you put your whole family and household in danger. A lot of stuff to be careful about. So I'm so close. I'd have to only deliver a little bit and then the contract will be done. And this is almost a 2-hour stream for me. For me, it surprises me how many people don't give you a wide berth when they're merging on your passenger side from like an off ramp or like a merge over, anything like that. Driver can't see you. A lot of times, if I wasn't with Juan, I don't think he would see some of the traffic that try to merge in. Exactly, yep. Drivers are thankful. And basically, her dad convinced her that she was in the wrong. But I don't think she learned her lesson still. Don't know if I can jackknife this enough. Okay. Oh, it's empty. Okay, cool. Ah, Connects won again tonight. I was watching Montreal and Detroit. And then I was kind of watching Nashville and Winnipeg. I was watching a couple games, but then I had to come stream. Yes, I watched the Wings. I was also watching the Jets. I was watching both teams. They're both playing tonight. Went to overtime, and a minute and a half left, and then the Wings goalie got a penalty. So then they were down a player, and then Montreal scored and won. Now, the goalie could have just kept it clean for a minute and a half. Might have ended differently. I grew up a huge Wings fan. Back when they won the Stanley Cup all the time and stuff. we would get the newspapers, and there would be these 8.5 by 11 posters of different players, and I would plaster those on my bedroom walls. I was a huge Wings fan. But then we didn't have cable for a while, and I kind of fell out of touch with it, watching it. Nowadays, I just watch what I can when I remember. Juan likes the Jets, so I like to cheer for the Jets. And I like the Wings. But really, I'll just pick a team. I'm not really like a die-hard fan. Kind of like even when we watch like NASCAR and stuff, I will just cheer for different people. Like, sometimes I have a favorite, sometimes I don't. I would say I don't like to keep favorites because I like to cheer for the underdog, like Juan has said before about different drivers. So it kind of just changes who I want to cheer for. And I don't watch or follow it religiously. It's just whenever. We paid for TSN a couple years ago. But what upsets me is the regional blackouts. I can't watch the Jet games. I kind of hate when I'm restricted to that, so why pay, in a way? I hate that they kind of force you to only be able to watch the local team. It really annoys me. Let me pick whatever team I want to go watch and cheer for. I know occasionally they let you watch it, but for the most part, you can't watch a whole season of whatever team you want to cheer for. And that's annoying. The way the NHL does their regional games is annoying. Like I say, I don't watch it religiously. Like, I don't have a schedule. I go see what's on. If it's playing, it's playing, and I watch it. Like, I don't have to try to watch it days later or something because it doesn't matter to me. By that point, I've forgotten, and so be it. I watch what I watch, and that's it. So Ghost Bear's a huge Canucks fan. What about this new trailer? I wonder if it will go on that shed or... We'll see. Should fit in the shed. I always have to find a different spot to park it. Darn trees are in the way. Okay. Set the payment. Why is it saying 23 grand and 28 grand? I guess they're including the money I get from profit from selling. Okay, that makes sense. Pay off some loan. I don't want to pay more than that, because okay, like I'm gonna have to pay interest. Okay, but I'm gonna call it a stream. 9 o'clock. Yep. Thanks for everybody for the chat and watching, the likes. Right now it says I have 10 viewers and 6 likes. That's pretty awesome for tonight. So thank you all. I'll see you on the weekend. Adios.